Hello everyone and welcome to another TDR family gaming video. It is DroydTDR and we are going back into Aquatic Temple, the new dungeon in Dungeon Quest, in case you've been living under a rock. Alright, well let's check this out. I am all decked out in my guardian gear. I've got the aquatic and someone gifted me a Riptide Guardian, so check me out. I'm at 417 million health, which I think actually might be enough also for the Nightmare mode. We'll see. But right now we're going into Insane Hardcore. We'll talk about Nightmare mode in the video that's coming up soon about my first win in Nightmare. But this one is the first Hardcore mode, and we were lucky enough to have MasterCreeper Tigerpie, and for a brief second we had Eric Aetherist, who was here and then was gone because it was hardcore mode, and well, that happens sometimes. Anyways, so this is basically a trio, and you can get some good strategies for a trio, though usually it helps if you have a tank that has taunt, but you can certainly do with a healer and 2 DPS. One of the things that you need to realize though is that the DPS will be drawing the mobs that can move, so the DPS needs to kind of play, I don't know, tank taunter with their damage and then run in circles, avoid the attacks, and then turn around and shoot the group that they have just dragged with them. Okay, here we are though. We're on boss 1. I think Tigerpie with his gear and setup is doing about 35 trillion of damage right now. I'm sure by the time this video posts he'll be doing 40 or 50, but he's pretty pro. He was one of the first people to ever do in Volcanic Chambers live on our stream, basically a carry of 20 or 30 people, and he clutched the final boss basically solo. And that was back in July. But anyways, there we go. Cleared boss 1, not really much of a problem. I'll point out some strategies around boss 1 some other time. But here we go. You can see the mobile mobs have been dragged. And they're being dragged by the person who did the most damage or the first damage to them. And now they're running back, but easy enough to get rid of them. And as healer, all I got to do is keep these guys alive. So they're both experts at dodging. Tiger completes volcanic runs taking no damage and probably could do the same here pretty soon. Also, MasterCreeper, no slouch in the dodging world. They are both experts. So, feel pretty good. Just got to keep them alive. Not too much I need to do other than stay in between them, and when I see their health go down more than, 25 to 50%, I gotta smash that heal quick. But trying to keep up with them and trying to stay in between them, that's really the trick if you're the healer and you have 2 masters that you're trying to keep alive. So as you can see, the person with the most damage just drew the mobile mobs, and that was probably Tiger. Yep, he's using his advanced spell. And now we're up to the next room. Let's go on up here, see what's going on. They get dragged to him, and he's basically just almost destroyed him single-handedly. One more hit. Yep, that's it. MasterCreeper got them. So, whew, we're making pretty good time here. Just 9 minutes, and we're on our way to boss number 2 on the long hallway. All right. Well, there we are. And just like in Volcanic Chambers, you drag them forward, they shoot, you do a quick run around, and then turn around and destroy. Alright, well here we go on the last mobile mob, and now we've just got the pylons to deal with. The Tron Rubik's Cube and the Pyramids of Doom. I don't know what these are. We'll have to come up with better names. But the pylons. We'll just call them pylons for now, because that's what they are called by V-Cafe. So we'll just leave it at that for now. Till we come up with something better. And now we are running up the long ramp all the way up to boss number 2. And if you're a healer, you do need to use your heals, even if there's no one around here, just to try and keep up. You will always be probably the last ones, and if you're a DPS, by the way, you should either be the first one that's dragging them up, or you should wait until the tank drags them up. So you want to drag them all the way up, destroying them along the way, and then either the tank or the first DPS, gets them, attracts them, gets them to attack, and then runs away, runs out of harm's way, and turns around and does more damage. Alright, you ready for boss 2? My nemesis. As soon as the gate opens, you rush. Wait for the whole team to be up here though, but then you rush forward and you strafe left. Or right, either way, because these are basically insta-kill hits. And I got pretty lucky there. It was, oh no, this one's targeting me. Okay, I just made that one. The pulse heal, though it does give you a little burst of speed, it's not nearly as fast as a DPS burst of speed, so it's, I don't know, not uncommon for the healers to die from this guy. Here comes the big smashy smash again, and here's another one. Oh no, that's targeting me, and I got stuck on the vapor wall and I got killed. Some amazing run, Droid. Yeah, way to do it in hardcore. Yeah. But anyways, this actually brings up an important lesson. Tiger's saying, hey, MasterCreeper, please heal. So, everyone should always have at least one heal spell. He's only got one, so luckily he had one. But you should always carry a heal spell, even if you're not healer, because you might find yourself in a situation where you're the least DPS damager, and you need to keep the other ones alive. So, important that you always carry a heal spell. I suggest either carrying a full Guardian set, or at least a Guardian helmet, or a Guardian chestplate, even if you're not normally a healer, just so that you can switch roles quick if you have to in a small group. So, keep 1 or 2 heal spells and 1 or 2 pieces of Guardian armor at all times, even if you're DPS, in case you gotta switch last minute. Similarly, if you are a tank, you always want to keep your mage gear or your warrior gear on hand just in case you need to switch near the final boss or something to do some of the damage. Alright, last thing on that is if you are a warrior and you're going to be doing a heal unexpectedly, you need to carry some sort of a spell power wand or spell power spell daggers or something. Otherwise, you aren't going to be doing much of any healing, even though you've got the heal spells and the Guardian armor. Alright? So, everyone's got to have something for Mage, and ideally 2 heal spells in their inventory, and ideally at least 1, maybe 2 pieces of Guardian gear. That can really help out a small group if, unfortunately, the healer gets one-shotted or something crazy happens, a teleport failure, whatever. Alright, now we're going to watch Tigerpie on the final boss here, because he is a fairly pro dodger, and you'll notice a couple of things that he does. One of them is when the squares are going, he kind of does a zigzag back and forth, stays in about the same place, but gets a sense of where those squares are going to land so that he can try and stay in the very narrow band where they do no damage. There are some actual areas, if you look on the floor, where you can stand near the corners, and you can just kind of always stand in those areas on the floor and almost never get hit by the squares. But he did fantastic. He's got his own patterns down, and I think right here is one of those areas where you can just stand if you wanted to, but then the lines come out and you got to watch out for it. Alright, excellent job by MasterCreeper, keeping everyone healed. Excellent job by Tigerpie, doing the massive damage. And bada bing, bada boom! Just like that, we win these, Tiger says. It was basically a carry. Thanks so much, Tiger. You're awesome. So, there you have it. That was the first insane hardcore win that I experienced. I was there with Tigerpie, basically he was carrying us, and MasterCreeper doing amazing damage as well as dodging and doing the heal for the final boss. So how have you done in an aquatic temple so far? Do you have some tips, tricks? Have you got some cool places that are no-hit zones for certain bosses? Let us know in the comments below, and we will see ya in the next one.